Welcome to It's Not Just Menopause, the podcast that empowers you to navigate midlife with confidence through real talk, root cause insights, and no BS strategies that actually work. If you're dealing with fatigue, stubborn weight, brain fog, or just feeling off and overlooked, this show is for you. Discover what's really going on with your hormones and why it's not just about estrogen. Each episode breaks down what your doctor didn't explain, the internet got wrong, and what your body's been trying to tell you all along. From stress and metabolism to nervous system support and functional nutrition, we'll cover the tools that help you feel more like yourself, again, without restrictive diets, overwhelming plans, or hormone hype. I'm your host, Cindy Stickle, functional nutrition practitioner and certified menopause specialist. I'm here to guide you through the midlife noise so you can stop guessing, get the clarity you deserve, and finally take back control of your health. If you've ever felt dismissed, overwhelmed, or like your body just isn't responding the way it used to, you're in the right place. Let's rewrite the menopause story without the fluff. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of It's Not Just Menopause. Today we're talking about coffee. And before you panic, no, I'm not going to tell you to give it up. I love coffee, I'm not a monster. But here's the thing. If you can't even think about starting your day without it, that's a problem. Not because coffee is bad, but because it means your body's relying on caffeine to do what it can't do on its own anymore, which is generate energy. And when you're already running on fumes, coffee just digs that hole deeper. So let's talk about why and what to do instead. Okay, so let me start by saying coffee is not the enemy. Caffeine has benefits. It can improve focus, boost metabolism, and make mornings feel a little more manageable. The problem isn't coffee itself. The problem is when coffee becomes the thing you're using to replace what your body actually needs. And for most women I work with, that's exactly what's happening. So here's what's going on. When you drink coffee on an empty stomach, especially first thing in the morning, it spikes your cortisol. Now, our cortisol is supposed to be high in the morning. That's normal. But when your nervous system is already dysregulated, meaning in fight or flight, that cortisol spike doesn't give you energy. It pushes your body further into stress mode. So instead of feeling energized, you feel jittery, anxious, wired, but tired. And by 10 a.m., you're already crashing. So what do? You have another cup and another. And by 2 p.m., you're exhausted again. But now you can't sleep at night because your cortisol rhythm is completely thrown off. This is the Coffee-Cortisol Trap. And it's keeping you stuck in a cycle of exhaustion, anxiety, and dependency. Before we get back to today's episode, I've got a quick question for you. Feel like your body's in chaos, but your labs are normal? You're not crazy, you're not broken, and you're definitely not alone. If you've been told it's just menopause or to wait it out, it's time for real answers. Take my free quiz, What's Really Driving Your Menopause Symptoms. In under 2 minutes, you'll uncover your top hidden stressor and get my free guide, The Menopause Stress Fix, sent straight to your inbox. Head to cindystickle.com/quiz or click the link in the show notes. If you're doing everything right, but still feel like a mess, this quiz is your next step. All right, let's get back to today's episode. So let's look at it a different way, right? Coffee isn't the problem. The overload is. Your body is maxed out, running on stress hormones, skipping meals, undersleeping, and coffee is just masking those symptoms. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a broken bone. Sure, it might help you get through the day, but it's not fixing the underlying issue. And eventually, your body can't keep up anymore. So, what do? You stop using coffee to replace what your body actually needs. Here's what I teach my clients and what I'll be walking you through in my workshop on February 17th. The coffee to calm swap. Before you reach for your first cup, give your body what it actually needs, hydration and minerals. And hydration with water, not coffee, okay? Just 1 glass of water with a pinch of sea salt. You don't even have to buy electrolytes. You already have If you have sea salt on hand, it doesn't cost you anything. Okay. Or coconut water or an electrolyte packet if you have them, but watch, some of those have added ingredients you don't need. And even 8 ounces is enough to rehydrate your cells and reduce the stress load before stimulants hit your system. And what this does is support your adrenals, the glands that produce cortisol, so they're not immediately overwhelmed the second caffeine hits. And then when you do have your coffee, you're adding it on top of a stable foundation instead of a depleted one. And if you've listened to, a couple of the last episodes, never have coffee on an empty stomach. So have your minerals, have your protein within the hour of waking up, then have your caffeine. Okay. So here's an example of how this can work. I had a client who told me, I can't function without coffee. I tried giving it up and I'm useless. And I said, you don't have to give it up. You just have to stop using it as your only source of energy. So we made one change. Water with sea salt before coffee. That's it. Within a week, she noticed she wasn't as jittery in the mornings. Within 2 weeks, she was sleeping better at night. And by a month, she texted me, I still have my coffee, but I don't need it anymore. I actually have energy on my own. And that's the difference. So now if you're thinking, okay, but I need more than just water and salt, you're right. There's more to this. And that's exactly what I'm covering in my free workshop. I'm walking you through the 3 biggest symptoms that show up when your body is stuck in overdrive. And relying on coffee and willpower is one of them. So you'll learn why caffeine keeps you exhausted, how to support your adrenals so you're not running on stress hormones, simple daily practices that give you real sustainable energy. If you're tired of relying on coffee just to survive your mornings, please join me for this workshop. It's free. There will be a recording. The link is in the show notes, so please sign up. And thank you for listening, and I can't wait to see you at the workshop, and I'll be in your headphones soon. Thank you for tuning in to It's Not Just Menopause. I hope today's episode gave you real clarity about what's actually going on in your body and reminded you that it's not just your hormones and it's definitely not your fault. If you found value in this conversation, make sure to follow the show so you never miss an episode. You can also connect with me on Instagram at Cindy Stickle Nutrition or head to cindystickle.com for more resources and personalized support on your menopause and midlife health journey. Until next time, keep questioning what you've been told and trust that your body is not broken. You just need the truth and the tools that actually work.